I have some very important news for people that have had their coins on FTX. You're going to need to watch this. Plus, I want to go over exactly how little Bitcoin are on exchanges and how the supply is dwindling every single day. You're going to need to check this out, especially now that we are entering a bull market very soon. So let me get right into this. So we have FTX debtors customer bar date, right? So this is going to be on September 29th, 2023 at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You need to go, the link will be below, claims.ftx.com. So you'll be able to claim what you had on FTX so that when the time comes, after all this is settled, that maybe you can get some of your money back. But you need to do that first, okay? Next, we have a good tweet by Satoshi Flipper that is very bullish, and I agree with most of this, and I'll explain which ones I kind of don't agree. He says BRICS is adopting a gold standard. Well, whether or not they're actually backing their currency by gold, whatever, it's a move away from the US dollar, which is losing its steam, as you probably know if you're looking at the DXY, the dollar index. Next, we have the US Fed is printing currency. Yes, they are printing. They've never stopped. All right. China is printing currency. Absolutely. US inflation is tamed. Yes, it is tamed according to the CPIs and any government figure, it is tamed. But in reality, we all know inflation is skyrocketing. But that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what the government says. Okay, fears of U.S. Recession are squashed. Very true. S&P 500 is in a full bull market, all right? And also spot ETFs are right around the corner. Very bullish news. Now, yes, all this is bullish, but this is even more bullish when you go over to see how little Bitcoin are on exchanges and how little Bitcoin will be on exchanges in the future. Now, this is from a guy named Mitchell Hoddle. He says there are two ways to accumulate large Bitcoin position: mining and buying from an exchange. He goes on to say there are 2.7 million Bitcoin left on exchanges. As we've been saying, it's about 10% of Bitcoin on exchanges right now, and that number is dropping. 2.4 million Bitcoin left to be mined. Both of these balances are declining fast, as you've been hearing from me time and time again. During this halving epoch, 676 Bitcoin have been taken off exchanges each day. 900 Bitcoin have been mined each day. So that number is slowly creeping up. The number of Bitcoin that are getting taken off exchanges are creeping up to the amount of Bitcoin that are being mined each day, and that will definitely speed up, especially now that we have Bitcoin ETFs, spot ETFs. Okay, so he also says, based on continuation of that trend, as well as the known supply issuance schedule in the year 2030, there will be more Bitcoin left to be mined than there will be on exchanges. So like I said, that 900 level is going to be caught up very quickly, the amount of Bitcoin that are mined each day. That's assuming a tsunami of institutional capital does not begin accumulating the Bitcoin on exchanges between now and then, depleting exchange balances very quickly. So yes, obviously BlackRock and all these other institutions are buying Bitcoin right now, and they've been buying earlier on as well. Like I did a tweet a while back, if you want to check me out on Twitter, at SirCryptoTips. And through our my market updates, if you are a CT Club member, we've been buying heavily in the lower $24,000 level, and especially when we went under $20,000 level during that FTX collapse in last November. So that we've been buying, that we've been accumulating. If you want to check us out, the link is below. But anyways, he goes on to say, on the contrary, no matter how much capital invested in Bitcoin mining, the speed at which the remaining coins will be mined cannot increase thanks to the difficulty adjustment. In the long run, the only way to build a decently large Bitcoin position will be via mining. At that point, the only remaining method of accumulating besides mining is get paid in Bitcoin. So here's the thing, like what a lot of people don't talk about is how Bitcoin has an inelastic supply. There's no other asset on the planet that has a truly inelastic supply. You know, some people might say like rare art has an inelastic supply, or real estate because there's only a certain amount of land out there, or that, you know, gold has an inelastic supply. But you know what? Nobody can tell me how much land is actually going to be out there if people can build upwards. If, say, for instance, gold and silver get to ridiculous prices, people are going to mine. People are going to dig it out of the ground, and they're going to create more of a supply. So it doesn't matter what price or how much in demand Bitcoin becomes, it's going to have the same emission rate. So tell me anything on earth that has that. You can't. So anyways, just something to think about, how bullish I am and why I've been so bullish since November. Anyways, that's all I have. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.